Montana man convicted of entering the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021, learned his legal fate on Friday. MTN's John Riley has more on the sentencing of Great Falls resident Patrick O'Brien.
Patrick O'Brien of Great Falls has been sentenced for his admitted actions on January 6, 2021 at the riot at the U.S. Capitol. In September, O'Brien entered into a plea agreement with the government and pled guilty to parading, demonstrating, or picketing in the Capitol building in exchange for the government dropping the other charges. According to the United States Attorney's Office for the District of Columbia, O'Brien has been sentenced to 36 months probation, 90 days home detention, 100 hours of community service, and will need to pay $500 in restitution. O'Brien drove to Montana to Washington, D.C. with his juvenile son to attend the rally of former President Trump and protest the presidential election results. After the rally, the two walked to the Capitol building and were pictured with a crowd pushing forward past breached police lines. O'Brien and his son entered the Capitol through a door that had been forced open, while other rioters entered through windows that had been broken earlier. The two were pictured inside the Capitol for around a half hour, including in front of former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi's office and at the entrance of the Senate, where O'Brien's son stole a mouse pad. O'Brien is the seventh individual with direct Montana ties to be sentenced for participating in the U.S. Capitol riot. In Helena, John Riley, MTN News.
Trial for Dillon businessman Hank Munzer began today in Washington, D.C. In the U.S. District Court. Munzer is accused of participating in the January 6, 2021 riot at the U.S. Capitol. Munzer has been accused of half a dozen counts, including civil disorder and attempting to corruptly disrupt, influence, and impede an official proceeding. He traveled from Montana to D.C. to attend the rally by former President Trump and traveled to the Capitol building after the speech. Court documents allege Munzer posted social media videos describing the incident, including seeing tear gas and pepper spray deployed by police. And video evidence allegedly shows Munzer inside the building and confronting officers. The trial is expected to continue for several days.